Okay.
All right.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah. I can hear you too.
Okay.
Your stream quality is very low though, but I can see barely your I can see your stream is just like very low resolution. I don't it's gonna be okay. Oh nope. Okay, bet. Nope. It just fixed itself. It's all good. All right. It's all good. So what did you want to show me?
I'm sorry. So I'm sorry about that, man.
No, it's all good.
Well, so last week, of course, I was looking at EuroUSD, and from my understanding, of course, we had this uptrend, right? This uptrend or this bullish range, and then of course, we had a low that got broke. Well, I'll just do it like this. So I'll do it like this. So I was looking at it like this, right? And then price came down and it broke this low, right? So I took this whole move as an indication, right? Because in my eyes, this move broke this low, right? This 1 hour low. And so when I was looking at it, I was looking at the trade like somewhere. I was looking at it like right here because I'm like, okay, indication, correction. And I started kind of seeing price like do his thing, failing to make new highs. So I ain't gonna lie, Ro, I was impatient and I got in like right, like somewhere up in here. So I'm like, okay, it's looking like price
But yeah, but
is not wanting to.
that's not that's not bearish at all though. But I get what you were looking at, but nah, that's not bearish at all. That was just a correction for a buy. That indication that you called an indication to the downside, that was the market coming down to give a correction for a buy.
So this wasn't an indication at all.
Nah, and that's
Gotcha. Okay,
the,
so I
hmm So delete everything here. Okay. What I want you to do is I want you to go to your 4 hour chart. Because from your background, the reason why you marked your chart up that way is because I heard you earlier. You said that you used to trade patterns and flags and stuff, and y'all would be on a 4 hour chart to a daily chart. And the way you just analyzed that 1 hour, that's how you would analyze a higher time frame chart. But that's but but the lower the time frame, the more you have to zoom out. The higher the time frame, the more you have to zoom in. You weren't zoomed out far enough on that 1 hour chart. So now that we're on a 4 hour chart, now what do you think this looks like? Does it look different or
it's an
no?
uptrend.
Okay, so boom, you can see that. I want you to mark out, um, move your crosshair up. Okay, move it to the left. Down, down, yep, down and mark out that high down there. Yep.
All right, so
Okay, now mark out the low that was made before it, or that was made after it, sorry.
okay.
Cool. So, and then mark out the high that was made before that lower high.
Mark out the high that was made before the lower high.
Yep. The high up there, it's
Um,
all the way up there. Go all the way up there. The one that was yep to the right. Yeah. Cool.
right here. So right
Yep.
here.
Yep. So Now, what does this look like? This looks like bullish, right? This looks like we have bullish indications to the upside. Price went up and broke that internal high, and it eventually broke the major high. So now we just have indications, two indications in a row. Price came back into a gap. Do you know what a gap is?
I don't.
All right, it's okay. So it came back into an area of imbalance. That's what we call it. And then,
You talking about
which,
this area right here?
yeah, it would be from the low, no, from drop down to your 1 hour. I'm gonna give you a homework. I'm gonna give you a video to watch. It's on my YouTube. It's a must watch. So price came down. This looks so clear to me. I would have got in on that wick down at the bottom. I'll go ahead and share.
Right here?
Yeah, like yeah, I would have got in there. I'll go ahead and share my screen. You're looking
Okay,
at
okay.
Euro.
Uh, uh,
So once again, these are more little things that are necessary to know to help you get into the market. Okay, so that's what you're looking at. So on your 1 hour, first of all, this is all you saw, right? So you was like, okay, price broke this low, and you were trying to sell.
hold on, give me 1 minute. I'm trying to get back into the screen. Give me a second. Um,
You go to Discord and
as I popped out of it.
click watch stream.
Pop out the player to another video. It says I popped out the player to another video. Hold on. Oh, okay, I got you. Here it is. All right.
All right.
Okay.
So you were on your 1 hour chart, and this is what your chart looked like, right? And this would be enough information if you knew some other things that you don't know just yet. But the point is that you marked out this low. You see that price had made a high, and then you were trying to get into sells. You was looking at this like a lower high, and I get it. Um, you you could have knew, like, if you would have knew wick sauce, that probably would have been helpful for you. But anyway, so the point is, what I'm trying to say is you weren't zoomed out far enough to understand what was really going on. Going from here, this looks like it could be breaking down bearish, to zooming out, now that's no longer really the case. Maybe. And to be honest, I think it could still go bearish because I have a other perspective that this could be manipulation. It could sell off, but it's still premature. So the point is, the proper way to have looked at this would have been, all right, let's mark out these highs. This is a high. Keep in mind what I was saying, right? That's the highest high of this uptrend. That's the highest high of this trend, yeah? Then,
Yes. Yes.
then we made this, and this is the lowest low. Then, from there, we started to go up, And we just overall, I mean, we made just this overall uptrend. There was nothing that was significant about this price action going down. So price made a high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. This whole thing is an uptrend. So price going from this highest high down to this lowest low, all the way up to this highest high, right? We're drawing everything full circle that we were talking about here. Do you see what I drew here? How that's exactly what I'm looking at. I'm marking out my bullish and bearish trends. Marking out my bullish and bearish trends. So now you tell me,
It looked like price finna keep buying up above that indication line. That's what it
maybe,
looked like.
maybe, right? Because there's always a maybe. But based on what's going on, look at how our trends are trending. That is such a crazy statement to say. I want to analyze or understand how are the trends trending. And they are trending like this. They're uptrending. They're making higher lows. But my trends in and of themselves are just ranges also. Let's go ahead and look at what I marked out. I just went to the daily chart. Look what I just marked. The swing point. Do, do you know what a swing point is? Like, have you watched enough of my videos to know what a swing point is?
It's like the areas in the market where new highs and new lows are created, right?
Yes, but specifically from a candlestick perspective, it's any area where the low of that wick is lower than the candle that came before and the one that came after. Like that's what
No,
makes a
I
swing
haven't. No,
point.
I haven't.
All right, so that's two videos that you need to watch. So you gotta watch balance versus imbalance, and you have to watch one of my swing point videos. I just made one for my course, and it's probably the best video I made. I was gonna upload on YouTube, but then someone told me don't do that. Like at some point you have to let your course videos be your course videos. You stop uploading stuff on both platforms. But you got go to the 4 hour. These are all swing lows. They all have that dynamic, each line where they have that lowest low. That wick is lower than the candle before and after. The wick is higher than the candle before and after. Even this right here is a swing point in and of its own right. And these are what I mark out. These are actually what I trade. I trade the 4 hour swing points. You see how each line I'm just pointing and clicking, super easy, and all I'm doing is just trading at the levels where we have 4 hour swing highs and lows, because those are going to be great levels to trade. Look at that level I just marked out and look at how pretty it looked at opening bell. That's 6:30. That's my time. That's 9:30 on the East Coast. This is literally the opening bell of New York, and it touched that line and bought. And all I did was draw one line. So this is a shortcut on how you can understand what highs and lows in the market are important. by identifying something called a swing point. I thought you were VIP. You're not VIP.
Think you shut it down. Then you shut it down.
Yeah, but it's still open, you know. But but yeah, like it's open, but it's not. It's like if you try to join, yeah, and you be like, oh, it's okay. It's like I'm being selective. I don't want it to just be publicly like, oh, everyone join, 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 join. But anyway, these are swing points. Any candle that has this aspect to it where the wick and the low of that candle down here at the bottom of the wick is lower than the previous and candle and the one that comes after, that's a swing low. Up here, if the wick and the high is higher than the candle before and after, that is a swing high. And you want to ideally mark these out on a 4-hour chart for the best results. And then maybe on a 1 hour if there's anything important. But you get results like that. And that's a good shortcut to analyzing ranges. Because guess what? Inside this uptrend, there are also bearish ranges. And then bullish ranges. So now we pick up where we left off, where we're talking about it's just inception. There's ranges inside of ranges inside of ranges, trends inside of trends inside of trends. So we have this whole big bullish range. Then we have bullish and bearish and bullish and bearish and bullish ranges inside of this to create what?
Trends.
Market structure. And so now if you didn't know what levels you need to trade at, I just gave them to you. It's the highs and the lows of your ranges. It's the highs and the lows of your trends, which are just bigger ranges. And they're all gonna have this dynamic about them. They're all gonna be swing highs and swing lows. Look at them.
And so basically what you're saying, once you mark out your swing points on a 4-hour time frame, when
Those
price
are,
gets to those points on the lower
yep.
when price gets to those points on the lower time frame, more than likely price will continue going into the direction of the market that it's been moving in, basically, right?
No, price can do what?
Oh,
Price can only do two things. It can either buy or it can sell, yeah?
yes.
So when price gets to these levels, it can either buy or sell. It doesn't always
Right,
specifically
right, right. I'm sorry about
yeah,
that. Right.
yeah. It doesn't always continue in a direction of a buy or continue in a direction of a sell, but it can either break a line or it can respect a line. This one got respected, but before it got respected, it got broken. You know what I'm saying? Like, but then we established this one, and then we never closed below it, and then we broke above these lines. So boom, we decided to break it. Now we're gonna retest it. Like, but in the process of breaking this line, guess what? We stopped at this one. Boom, basically, right? Inside this wick, but you would need wick sauce, and you would need to know to understand why price stopped up here. We would need to start doing wick sauce analysis to understand why
On
price
the
stopped.
grill.
Yeah, exactly. More like supply and demand type stuff to understand why price stopped up there.
Okay.
And yeah, I already see it. But before I even zoomed in, I already see it. I'll mark it out.
look, so I know what Holy Grail. Well, I don't know. I'm guessing. You looking for that initial break to start the whole movement?
No comment. Yeah. So anyway, oh, I would have known prices selling off here in these areas, especially once I get some candlesticks that look like rejection like this, nice engulfing order block. I'm shorting that. And it's London session, and we just sweep the high, London session sweep. We done swept the high of the day. It's in the middle of the night. It's 12:30. London session just started at midnight my time. And then we're getting this. Yeah, I'm taking the short. Boom. But anyway, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. The point is that what I'm trying to teach you is that we have to do this mentally in our head because otherwise, the chart's gonna get cluttered. But we got to do this mentally in our head. Track our ranges, right? Even inside this bullish range, right? There's bearish ranges all in here. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to edit my line. Edit it. Don't extend it. Turn that off. And background.
No, man, it's starting to look like the Holy Grail, man. It's starting to look like you.
I know, but the thing, but the thing is like, how can it not be? Because all I'm trying to do is teach you the truth.
Right.
So
Nah, I got you.
I'm
I
so
got you.
so
I'm just
so so so
teasing,
so
man.
I'm giving you components. I'm giving you the grammar. Like that's what I'm doing. I'm giving you grammar. I'm giving you structure. I'm giving you punctuation. I'm giving you all of those extra little things that I'm giving you all the extra stuff that's being missed, right? You know how to track your highs and lows, but like you'll track them like you're in elementary school. There's another level to it. So all I'm doing is I'm leveling you up, and I'm leaving. I already stopped the first part of the recording. If I post this one, I'm leaving clues behind for those who want the truth. I won't tell. I won't just reveal it. But the point is now, let's look at this. We have 15-minute ranges that explain this 15-minute trend, which is also just a higher time frame range, or it's just a higher. We go back to 4 hour. It's just a higher time frame range of candles. So now, like look at the inception nature of this. I just marked out a whole trend, but now it only looks like candles on a higher time frame. This is why I say the higher the time frame, you zoom in. The lower the time frame, you zoom out. So we got ranges that explain that 15-minute trend, and that 15-minute trend explains the 4 hour range, and these 4 hour ranges explains a bigger trend. So now you have trends inside of potentially larger trends, and it all starts on these smaller, lower time frames. And the proof that I'm trying to get at is even now on a 1 minute chart, there are bearish ranges inside and bullish ranges that make up the 15-minute market structure, that makes up the 4 hour market structure and all that stuff. So now, if you track this stuff well enough, you would have been able to know why price bottomed out here. Maybe because yes, this is where the majority of the market structure shifted. We broke this high after making higher lows. So let's go back. So let's just backtrack now. And let's just stare at this white line. This is stuff that we already know. Hopefully that Price comes down, makes a low, lower high, but it made a higher low. And when we break this high, that's the confirmation of a buy. So if we want to figure out what led to that, and we know that inception exists, now we need to figure out, okay, how did we break this range right here? So then we would zoom into this area to try to figure that out. Ooh, 4 hour candle. That was bullish inside of this area, which is what? Swing points. Another area where there's a range, right? And then when I asked you, do you know what gaps are? You said no. We have a market structure gap from here to here. We know that all of the money that led to the break of this, that ultimately led to the break of this, all exists here. AKA, we know that the demand increased in this area, and we haven't tested, we just left a gap in the market. So what do you think is going to happen the next time we come back here?
Gap is where the sentiment shifted.
Not every gap, but this particular gap. Now,
Okay.
now I do think we're gonna come down because we didn't complete the gap, and that's a totally different. See, there's so many different levels to this. Like, yeah, we came in
Yeah, it's like a lot of
tested
different nuance.
exactly, and so all it is it just depends. So now your trading journey is up to you. How precise do you want to be? You want to be really precise just for the love of the game, or do you just want to be good enough to make the money? Because like I said, Mayweather does not know how to read.
Something I want
Mayweather
to share with you, man, because I had got this course
can't
guy,
read.
and like it was a lot of information, and I think you value information, so I kind of want to share it with you, man.
For sure. But even without this understanding, you should have understood that okay, we have this big bullish move to the upside, breaking all of this selling pressure. Even down here, we have higher lows in the market that led to breaks of areas where sellers had the market in control. The market was breaking lows, all of these lows, and it had a bunch of selling pressure here. If it wanted to sell, it should have sold, and it didn't. Instead, something happened for us to buy. So you would have understood that market coming down here is not a sell. That market coming down here is that instead it was selling to get a better price for a buy. You would have seen the indication, you would have seen the correction, which you wouldn't have gotten until price came below this yellow line. But really, this is okay because since the market turned over with a higher low first and it broke this high, so this is the higher low, and it broke this high, that's sometimes why the market just stops right here. And I have that down here in the free notes. Right here. So, first of all, this is the traditional ICC model, right? We have an indication, correction, continuation. Yes? The original, or
Yes,
that's the
yes.
original that he blew up for, and that's the mainstream model. The one that I trade the most is this. I like when we get the lower high first because then the breakout is my confirmation. I don't have to wait for it. I don't have to wait for any pullback because since I'm getting a closed candle below this old higher low, that is my lower low right then in that moment. I'm taking that breakout. And since This is the price line where the trade confirmed bearish. Sometimes the market only comes back to test that exact level. Let's go look at gold real quick.
Basically, the same thing happened right here, but it was just it was just bullish.
Yeah. Same thing happened on gold. Because the market structure, this was the downtrend. And then we went up here. And then now we're here. And then, we went up some more. But now when we zoom into this area, now we start to analyze this. I'm not going to start all the way from the top, but we were downtrending. My mouse is broken. Sometimes it won't. All right. Then we went up to made a lower high, lower low, lower high. And what am I marking out? The highest highs and the lowest lows of my ranges. Lowest low, and we just kept going up for real. Made a high, lower. I'll probably mark it out here like this, because that's valid. And then we kept going up, and then we just whatever. Okay. So now we have a big gap in the market, don't we? From this high that was broken to these lows that were made. There's a reason why. I mean, like I said, there's levels to this that I understand that others do not, and it is what it is. But like that's an actual trade. I have this diagram in my whole VIP notes. We're not joking about that. There's a reason why I have that midpoint line right there. So that's a trade. But is it time for us to hold this trade to heaven? No. Why? Because we're still creating bearish market structure overall. That's a lower low. This is just a lower high. We're still creating overall downtrend bearish market structure. We haven't changed bullish yet, right? But this is where the trend shifted bullish when it broke that high. So guess what the market loves to do? I'm really telling you what the holy grail is right now. The market loves to just come back and pick up where we left off. So when I say I
I
know,
remember you saying
yep,
if the market is not making new highs, then it's always correcting.
it's always correcting something. Every indication you trade is a correction. The only time the market is ever truly breaking out is when it's breaking all-time highs. But when I say we know where the tops and the bottoms of the market are going to be and people don't believe me, I mean, look at what I'm showing you. It's the same exact, it's based off the same principles that I'm talking about. But the thing is like I said, there's more to this. And it all starts with analyzing your highs and your lows of candlesticks, then of ranges of candles, then of trends, then understanding that those trends are trends in and of themselves, and then the closing price in relation to it and the order in which those highs and lows are made. And that's just for this. Then we got to understand sentiment. Oh, well, no, yeah, ranges and trends. So that's the missing information. Then how to execute. Then risk management and all this stuff. And then the style. The style is what we're talking about now. This is swing trading. We do this for scalping too. Because look at where we're getting into the markets at. Anyway, so there's different approaches. I'm on a 1 hour chart. I didn't switch time frames. I could have did this on a 4 hour too. You want to know why? Because the highs and the lows that I trade are the same as the low time frame and the high time frame. If they're not the same, I don't trade them. So when people ask me, what time frame are you on? It doesn't matter. Why doesn't it matter? Because they're the same highs and lows. No, because the highs and lows on the 4 hour override the highs and the lows on the 1 hour and lower time frames, not the ones that I mark out. What do you mean? The highs and lows that I mark out is the same high that's on the weekly. Not the weekly, but I'm just trying to make a point. That 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 yellow line, weekly chart high, daily chart high, 4 hour chart high, 1 hour chart high, 15-minute chart high, 1 minute. It's gonna be the high on a 1 minute if it'll let me go back that far. I'm gonna delete this. I don't know how far back I gotta go. It won't even let me go back that far. Go to 5 minute. But you get the point. It's gonna be the same price point. It doesn't change.
And that's based on the swings that you marking out, correct?
Exactly. So just mark out high time frame swing points and trade those levels. ICC trade those levels. Support and resistance trade those levels. But then once you're profitable and you're ready to like be even a better trader, then you come back to me and learn about all these different nuances on how to analyze the market. How to
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. At a certain point, you was like, man, you was just losing me. You was taking me on.
I know what
Yeah, I
what
was
like
in
right now, right? Be,
yeah,
because
I was
I know
like,
because a lot of the information is like it's not necessary and it's a little hard to understand and it's like, but you'll understand it because all the information is on my YouTube. So anyway, like you have this video, you have your one-on-one. We went like two or so hours, right? Put in a little bit of extra work. We um and I'm gonna upload it, and you'll watch it. And then let's see the videos that you need to watch. Just go to a fresh page. Like the videos that you need to watch are here. You need to watch. Where is it? This one, balance versus imbalance. You see how this one only has 1,000, like 1,700 views, and they got other ones with 7,000. Like the videos that actually have the clues are the ones that people don't watch. Especially like no one wants to watch a psychology video. I don't know why. But anyway, so you gotta watch this one and then mm, watch my most recent video. Absolutely, 100%. It's probably one of the better ones I've made recently. They get better and better. Um, this is the one about the truth and objective truth. You already watched that. And I would say you can get away with this video here. Um, you can get away with this 20-minute swing point video and your one-on-one that is recorded. But these three videos have a lot of clues that you need to know. And yeah, but the most important one that I want you to watch is the balance and imbalance video. And watch that and then watch my most recent video. Just literally in the order that I sent them. Watch them in the order that I sent them. Perfect. You got any more thoughts, comments, questions, or what were you gonna to talk to me about?
I mean, I guess well at the start, I felt like I knew how to identify highs and lows, but it was more to it than that. Because I was focused on some of the internal structure as opposed to the overall structure. So now that I have a better understanding of that, what I'll do is I'll go in and watch these videos and work on these swings, and then take trades based off me understanding whether price breaks those swings or respects them, and then of course, like you said, go into it with the ICC mindset, right? Um,
Hmm.
and
Yeah,
move on from there.
yeah,
So
exactly.
like yeah, so that's been my issue. Just getting into trades earlier, like understanding, I guess, understanding the concepts of ICC, but not realizing that it's a lot more to it than just break, restructure, like how you went over the ABCs first to understand what the true highs and true lows were. Because I mean, if I'm being honest, Romeo, when I first was introduced to IUIC, I mean not ICC. I'm sorry about that. When I was first introduced to ICC, it was he was going over swing point, but that was one of the hardest things I had understanding of, because when he drew the swing points on his first, like on the first video where he mentioned swings, he the swings he was pointing out was pretty much like co- he
Like
pointed
the
them out like it was consolidated.
like the close of the candle, like the body of the candle.
Right, exactly, the actual body of the candle.
Yeah,
And then
no, that's
like I
wrong.
didn't understand
I
swing
told,
points
yeah.
until he. I'm sorry, I ain't mean to cut you off.
No, 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 no. I was just like, that's just wrong, and just like it's so objectively wrong. Like we're teaching people how to track their highs and their lows. Why are we marking out our open and closing prices? It's like no wonder why people lost so many trades early on. He just now start taking wicks into account more recently because there's you can only trade like improperly for so long before you realize it's that you actually got to change something. So yeah,
Yeah, man. But I appreciate you, man. Like it let me know that I gotta continue to be a student, man. Cause I ain't gonna lie, bro. I've lost, man. Look, I lost some money. Like I made some money too. Like just trying to understand the concepts, man. But then I've lost a lot more than I've made, man. So I'm trying to get some of my gains. I'm trying to recoup some of my losses, rather.
for sure.
Uh, but I think this would be a great step moving forward. But I feel like I definitely got a lot more to learn, because, man, I'm trying to like master this shit like to the point to where I can understand when the continuation ends, and I know when to get out of a trade and things of that nature. Like I'm really trying to do that, because I would prefer to swing trade. I don't want to be checking my phone. I don't even want to check. I don't even want to close out at the end of the day, bro.
Oh,
I want to be able to hold it for a few days and then just let it do its thing. You know what I'm saying? So
for sure.
I'm trying to get to that point. So
Yeah,
yeah.
it's not hard,
But
man. You're very close. Like this is all you gotta do is like get out of, I would say, basically you gotta just graduate middle school. Like to get to the point to where you wanna be, that's like that's like graduating out of middle school and you're getting into high school. And that's crazy to hear because there's so many more higher levels to this. But just getting into high school, that's gonna get you to that point where you can swing trade, make all the money you need to make. And so like the information that I gave you, I mean, I gave you a lot of extra information is littered in there, but the basic information that I gave you to for ICC, that's all you need. Like I didn't, you don't like that's all you need. That's all you need. Is that's all you will need for a very long time.
Gotcha. Hey, but I appreciate it, man, and I'll send you over the information I was telling you about too, man. Just because, like I said, you seem like to be a like you seem like you're a sponge when it comes to knowledge, and especially trading. I heard you say you have been in trading for at least like 10 years or
Yeah.
more. So, you know, I'm pretty sure you just want to see what else out there, or just have the information just to be privy to it. Um, but I appreciate you, man. I really do, bro. Like
uh,
I really appreciate you.
No problem, bro. I appreciate you too. Thank you for going out on a limb and having enough faith in me to be a part of your trading journey. And that I don't take it lightly. So I hope that this was a good meeting, and I hope that you continue to glean from the content that I put out. I don't post bullshit on my page, but I know there's a lot of information on my page. I know it's a lot. Like you guys get 2 3 hour long videos. I know it's a lot, but it's all there. So, I mean, and like even now, I mean, it's supposed to be an hour and a half. We going for over 2 hours. It is what it is. You know, I actually want you to learn. I actually take some pride in being capable of get, leveling you up. You know, like actually like spending that time with you. So I just hope that uh, it does some good as time goes on and as the weeks unfold. So for sure.
For sure, man. Most definitely, bro. And I listen again. I appreciate you. I can't thank you enough, man. Like I really can't.
Well,
I appreciate you, bro.
no problem. So yeah, I'll keep a lookout for that
All
that
right,
extra info that you're gonna send over to me. I'm gonna upload these videos to the YouTube as an unlisted link and send them to you. I took two of them. So I got the first half where I was doing a bunch of drawing, and then I got the second video, which is the chart explanation. Is this the last 47 minutes? I'll make them both available to you, and then I'll most likely make that first half public where I was doing all the drawing and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
I got you. No problem. I
All
got you,
right. Is that okay with you?
man. Listen, whatever, man. You need to help somebody else out on on their trading journey, man. Like, go for it, man.
Okay, for sure.
Cause me myself personally, man. Like, I'm trying to learn how to trade so I can show people in my circle, bro. Cause like it's getting to the point to where we need extra sources of income. So I'm really trying to be like that sacrificial person to go through the steps to try to help other people in my circle. You know what I mean?
All right, for sure. Then yeah, keep learning, and then I would say maybe in about I don't know by the end of the month or in a few weeks, 3 weeks or something, consider joining VIP because that's no that's that you'll have access to me. It's $50 a month. No members, no requirement, like no contract type deal. If you just want to be in there for a month, check it out. I do some live trading sometimes, but I do teaching. You got extra stuff, and you can always ask me a question, and I'm gonna get to you with priority, or whatever. But even still, as like a member of the community, because my Discord is closed, like you can't join my Discord no more. So like even with you being in here, you reach out to me, you have a question, I'm gonna get back to you. So don't feel pressured like, oh, you have to join VIP. But when you get to that point and you realize that you need to, you'll know. It's not even right now. Like after you watch videos and after you start to once you get your aha moments and you're practicing and you're back testing, you're gonna be on there looking at the chart and you're gonna be like, damn, this nigga Rowe really onto something. You're gonna be like, ah, nah, gotta get up in there. That's what's gonna end up happening. So gonna take your
Now, no
time with
doubt.
that.
Like when I was looking at that Holy Grail, like when I was looking at that Holy Grail video,
I
that's the moment I had. Although I didn't have all the pieces together,
uh-huh.
I said, "Damn!" Like,
Yeah, I
you
got
know what I
the
mean? And
yeah,
like I could see.
I got the Holy Grail videos on the WAP. That's where they live. And then YouTube, I'm just dropping little clues, little hints. But yeah, like any explicit Holy Grail analysis and different things I'm gonna post, or if I make a dedicated course, all of that stuff is included. Like, because the information's free. Like, the information's on the YouTube. Like, if people sat down and understood what my YouTube channel was, my YouTube channel is a documentation of my understanding of the market that led to the Holy Grail. And if they watched all the videos in order and they studied and took out, maybe a few months to really figure it out, all the information's out there. But so now people just really pay to be close to me, or they just pay to have the information directly articulated without any ring around the rosy. But yeah, but yeah, yeah. So, but the thing is like, yeah, you'll understand the Holy Grail soon enough. But let's get you fully understanding ICC first, one step at a time.
Okay, got you. Hey, bro. This is kind of like a large file, man. I can email it to you. I'm not really sure how large a files Discord takes.
Mhm.
Um, but I can try to drop it in the Discord chat or something like that for you. Let me see,
You can
because there's a few videos that go with it. Let me see.
send it to me on Telegram. Do you have a Telegram?
Yes, yes.
Telegram
Hold
lets you
on. I might
send
be able to.
it lets you send I'm gonna stop this recording.